My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. We're going to be doing the daily challenge for the 27th of January, 2020. Character is the defect. The modifiers are Cursed Run. Whenever you defeat a boss, become cursed. Your starting relic is replaced with the Cursed Key, Dark Stone, Periapt, and Duvu Doll. You've also got Diverse. Cards are not restricted by your character. And Binary. Card rewards only contain 2 cards. Alright. Interesting. Let's leap into this. Perfect. I have the Duvu Doll, so I'm going to want to pick up as many curses as possible. There's a fair few curses in the events on the first floor, so you better bet that I'm going to try and get to as many of the events as I possibly can on the first floor. And events typically live in question mark spaces. Blur and Third Eye. I'll take Third Eye. The ability to scry is going to get me past the curses that I have remaining in my deck. Hopefully. It's fine as long as I have a strike in the next hand. Second Wind's Sucker Punch. Second Wind is interesting. It'll exhaust the curses. Eventually, I will only be cycling through my deck one time. No, I still need damage. I can't just stack the deck with things that don't provide me damage. That's a great way to die. Sweet. Didn't even bother counting that one because I was like, yeah, that's enough. Ever so slightly short. Aggregate versus stack. I think we need defense more than we need aggression. More than we need the energy. Just because we have the Cursed Key that is already giving us an extra energy. Regret. Okay. Whenever you exhaust a card, add a random card to your hand. So now I'm looking for double energy and anything that gives me, and just in general, anything that gives me energy. I'm gonna go for this elite. So I have a rest thereafter just in case I desperately need it. Probably gonna throw out the weakness potion in this fight too. I'm being made vulnerable this turn, so there's no way I actually perfect this combat. So actually what I want to do is go as aggressive as possible there. I'll defend Third Eye. That'll do it. Warpaint, I'll pump upgrade to random skills, as well as a leg sweep. You know I love leg sweep. Zap and dual cast both got upgraded. That makes them both 0 cost. That is so powerful. Oh. Basically, all I need now is aggression. Please, game. Provide it? Okay. I think I go Relic and Relic and a skill here. Actually, skill? No. Maybe. Clothesline isn't enough damage. We already have enough weakness in our deck at this point. Maybe it's like Hologram Madness and Sling of Courage? Sure. What I meant, obviously, was White Noise. You can hear it in my voice. I meant White Noise. The Courier, the merchant, restocks cards, relics, and potions. All prices increased by 20%. Now we're looking for the membership card. My only setup is White Noise in the, or rather, White Noise in the Zap. Should have used Third Eye first. Yeah, I could have guaranteed that I got the Zap in that hand. That's my bad. So this one's zap, hologram back to zap and zap. Blade Dance. Master Reality, whenever a card is created in combat, upgrade it. We have another Blade Dance. And in fact, cards are being created out of combat from the Dead Branch. Let's keep the enemy weak in this turn, because if I use Unload, I get rid of the Clumsy from my hand, so I don't have the extra card in my next hand. Oh, another Master Reality. There's 0 cost. Definitely don't need that at all. Thanks, game. Does draw us a card, though, so, you know. Could be worse. I can defend for 12 right now. Hexaghost is a bit of a problem, too. I'm gonna save the Hexaghost. I'm gonna save the Essence of Steel for possibly the Hexaghost. Alright. Not a half bad fight, if I do say so myself. There's a tale. When you would die, heal to 50% of your max HP works once, as well as Crescendo and Sanctity. I do like having a single Crescendo. Just engage the finisher at the right time and everything's well with the world. Especially given the fact that we're stacking strength, seems useful. Okay, it's Master Reality, zap. Burning Pact out the Crescendo here. Okay. Dual cast, then Storm of Steel, getting all these shivs, getting 0 cost cards back as well. Havoc plays a defend. Fine. Let's hollow back the Storm of Steel, I feel. Yeah, seems like a decently good idea right there. Oh, double energy. You gotta love that one. Perfect. Oh, Dead Branch in a diverse build. Genetic Aggro this early, also it exhausts. So we get 2 shops in a row. You! Ugh! So I can't actually take advantage of that at all. That's super annoying. Well, hopefully there's something better in this shop. Sword Boomerang? Looks like it might be Sword Boomerang, just for the damage that it'll get from the Dubu doll. Okay. So I'm not going to perfect this, but that's fine. In fact, since I'm not going to perfect this, this is where I take all of my damage for the Hexaghost. In fact, it's also my last opportunity to do that, so I'm very glad that I remembered. Okay. Let's discard that. And the Crescendo. I'm intentionally taking damage here, by the way, if you're wondering what's going on. I'll pull back that same strike, kill you, and now I'm fine with going back to aggression. Sweet. Future card awards have 1 additional card to choose from. Future does not include this one, by the way, just in case you're wondering. I mean, it's clear and evident right now. I'll take the Equilibrium though there. And then here I'll smith. I want to get the genetic algorithm upgraded. Crescendo and White Noise are both very appealing though as well because they become 0 cost. Take a White Noise upgrade. Okay, the damage on turn 2 here is... hang on. Genetic algorithm out of hand. Get dual cast and defend out of hand? Okay. Piano Weevil and Burst? It's interesting. The damage that the Hexaghost does on turn 2 is your current HP divided by 12 floored plus 1. Only just had enough to block there as well. I don't think I can play Combust. It feels like Combust probably kills me. Oh, hello, Corruption. Never mind then, I get... Oh, David form. All right. So, looks good. I'm gonna crescendo leg sweep. Double energy! Seeing red as well. Let's uppercut before we start the damage. I'm gonna pull back second wind. So that I can keep either of those, that's fine. Use second wind to burn the combustion itself. Reboot. Oh my god, I get to just reload my hand after this. I'm gonna cut through fate. I'm gonna drop that and pick up one card. That will enable me to play the grand finale for the kill. Oh, you gotta love it. I'm still gonna try and go Paupers. Unless I see Corruption, I'm going Paupers. So, no. I could take... The thing is, I can't take the Velvet Choker. I could take Snack Eye. It'll get me more cards in hand. That'll help me... Like, the 2 extra draw per turn is really the important part of that. So many people over-focus on the confusion part and ignore the fact that your hand now has 2 extra cards, which is very, very impactful. It's incredibly impactful. Drawing 1 extra card per turn is a boss relic that replaces the base relic of the Silent. It is incredible. And if I do get a Corruption, this will get me to my key cards, Corruption, as soon as possible. Okay. 2 very vaguely analogous paths. One of them has 2 upgrades midline. So we'll take that one. Also, the cards that get generated won't have costs changed, so it's not so bad. So we're not getting great luck with the Snecko so far. That's okay. You won't always. The key is to not judge it based exclusively on that. And also recognize when it's a good card for you. Defend third eye. Drop the Sucker Punch from the next hand as well. Even throw out a stack there. So 22, but the incoming is 5, 9, is 14. So if I take 6 damage this turn, I can get Crescendo out. I'm gonna do it. And in fact, I have to take no extra damage that turn. So Looks like hand gives us cold snap. That's fine though, because we've already got the strike for you. Lovely. We took a fair bit of damage in that fight, but honestly, that was pretty much always going to happen here. It's really hard to take any of these. I'm taking armaments. Obviously, I'm still trying to pad the deck for the sake of the collectors. Well, the collectors, but, you know, with a diverse build, collectors is not common, so let's not focus on that as the priority. Mostly, I'm focused on trying to pick up the encyclopedian bonus. Okay. Let's hologram back a free defend, hoping that I get something better. We do. Okay. I'm gonna crescendo. Armaments, the sword boomerang. Pop that. All that attack to kill both. Don't have a rest before my first elite. That's a little bit of a concern for me right now. Fusion, channel 1 plasma, fine. Yep, definitely. Necronomicon, that's another curse for us as well. Beautiful. We just picked up, was it 2 curses? No, it was just 1 curse recently. That sucks so much. I just have to leave. I can't afford to use that at all. Equilibrium and Clothesline here are suddenly a lot better. Definitely taking Equilibrium. Also definitely taking Clothesline. And you know what? I'm also going to take the regen potion. I am worried about living right now. Alright, I'll play Brutality. Let's also go Equilibrium, hollow back the same Equilibrium and play it again. I'm also gonna blur. Should have been crescendo and then doing that. I just realized now. Although I can rectify that mistake this turn. Got him. Smoke bomb. Reinforced body is a great defense here. I think maybe I want the smoke bomb over the essence of steel so that I can bail out of this elite fight if it desperately is necessary. I'm trying my absolute hardest to not have to, obviously. Perfect. Leg sweep the front line and strike the back. Now armaments the fusion, which will actually change its cost to 1. Play that out. Want to give my regen as much time as possible to play itself out here. Scry through those 2 cards. Then stack. I don't have retention, so I should double play that card. Single play this one. Unfortunately, I am weakened this turn. Still playing the crescendo, though. Yeah. Good thing, too, because it's lethal. Data Disc started combat with 1 focus, as well as a finisher, body slam, and backflip. I think we have to take the backflip. Body slam is nice, but I can't rely on it being 0 cost, and if I can't rely on it being 0 cost, I can't afford to cast it here. As many cards as I have in this deck that are desperate for an upgrade, I am also desperate to live. Potion belt, great. Finally got 5 curses as well. One good thing about the, one good thing about, oh my god, one sec. Sorry, I tried talking for that many hours and that'll happen to you as well. One good thing about the Necronomicon increasing the cost of my attacks is that... 1 second. Beautiful. Is that they tend to increase to the point where I can actually double play them with the Necronomicon. Rather, the Snakawai doing it, the Necronomicon double plays them. Whew. Brain's all backwards today, apparently. All back brain. Gosh, I really need more attacks in this deck. Playing the Crescendo actually gave me an attack back. Beautiful. I'm going to take the other backflip. Again, card draw. To get to the right cards in the deck. I have a boss in 1 space time as boss and elite in 1 space time as well. It's white noise. Maybe armaments on the loop. Capacitor loop. So I guess I'm defending this turn, as it turns out. So fusion gets us 2 extra energy. That's always great. Go for backflip as well. That's a Crescendo I definitely can't play. Ooh, these curses are hurtful. I'm gonna play it to defend before I prepared. I'm looking for the top card. Equilibrium. It means I can do this on a later turn. No, I'm going aggressive right now. It's aggressive time. Perfect. Strawberry upon pickup, raise your max HP by 7, as well as a shrug it off. Yeah. I need no defense. I just need aggression now. Please, game. We're kind of just reliant at this point on aggression being picked up by our exhausts. Which isn't really a tenable solution here. I'm going to use Crescendo early. I'm going to blow up the Spirit Guardian here. Oh, there we go. That'll get it done. Prostrate and Flame. Deadly Poison. Still trying to pad the deck. I really, like, I could not predict that this floor I was going to get offered such garbage. Good lord. Game, would you like to make up for that a little bit, please? Just a touch, just a tad. Let's hollow back a Sword Boomerang. Genetic algorithm in the sand? No. Alright, I just end my turn and the enemy dies. Spot weakness versus another white noise and reach heaven. Reach heaven puts through violence into your draw pile. If I draw through violence and it's, no longer 0 cost, suddenly I'm very sad about this. So I think I'm going to take the white noise for the possibility of the set bonus. Also, I'm just going to trust that I do okay in this fight. I'm going to get the sword boomerang upgraded because it represents such a huge amount of extra damage for us. I can't start with Crescendo. Hopefully the attack potion gives me something. Let's talk to the hand so that I can actually generate another card. Okay. Why do I feel like my perfect bonus is slipping away? Is it because it is currently, and I can see it directly in front of me happening? I feel like that might have something to do with it. Woo! Puzzle and a half to figure out how I was not going to take damage there. Thank you, Genetic Algorithm, for being free, and for Backflip for being free. Another backflip, I think. I'm gonna hollow back a fusion. Play that out, getting a second. Yeah, I just want to have as much energy as possible so that when I start exhausting a bunch of cards, I get a good amount back. I'm going to use my Crescendo now. That. Even reach heaven. Double pop Equilibrium, just so I get to keep that Necronomicon in hand. Great, enemy decided not to attack this turn. I got 2 through violences and a Hyper Beam in hand. To me, that seems like a good chunk of change in terms of our damage. And then we'll kill the enemy next turn, still perfect in the fight. Yeah. Again, Necronomicon double the attack for me. Perfect. Thank you, Snecko. Nope. Ooh, do I want to take another curse? Yeah, energy's not really a problem for us. I'll take the curse and 3 unique relics as well. The curse can't be removed from the deck, and the relics of Vajra started combat with 1 strength, pair, raise max HP by 10, and Ginger, you can no longer become weakened. One of the other reasons to take that is because it gives you 4 relics, obviously the Calling Bell itself and 3 other relics. So it gives me a chance to actually pick up 25 relics over the course of this floor, or rather get to 25 relics over the course of this floor. Flame Leg Sweep, Hollow. I'm gonna Crescendo really early here. Yeah, that'll do it. It's Genetic Algorithm first, and then kill. Gotta increment that Genetic Algorithm. Cloak and Dagger is perfect, right? Because it generates shivs into your hand, and then those shivs themselves are free. But I don't have AoE. So I think I might need a Bowling Bash. Who's my boss? It is Dono and Deca. Okay, I was about to say, if it's Dono and Deca, that's a little bit in the way of the Bowling Bash, but I think I still need to go with exhausting cards as a priority. That's exactly what I put the thing in my deck for. I'm really glad to see it work out that way. Get in flame. Hopefully it's playable, and it is. Lovely. Okay. Go backflip. So that just means no white noise. At least not that turn. Ugh, I wish I could hold that immolate. Oh well. So they're just a little late for that. Yeah, that turn sucks. Crescendo. Sword Boomerang doubles up. Another Inflame, Self-Repair, Swivel. Gain 8 block. The next attack you play costs 0. So this will get the expensive attacks out of our hand. Sure. I can have another fight before going to a shop, so a little bit more money. I'm gonna armaments the clothesline just to keep the enemy weakened basically forever in this combat. Alright, I'm gonna hollow back the armaments here as well. Armaments on Devotion, pop out Devotion, use Genetic Algorithm. General idea here being that if the fight did need to go long, we would have a pretty conclusive ending to it when we enter Mantra. When we enter Divinity, rather, from Mantra. Sword Boomerang in the next hand. Sword Boomerang basically just says kill your opponent for us at this point. Cloak and Dagger pre-upgraded. Gotta love it. Girya! Ooh, you can now gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. How many times do I have card pickups before the end of the game? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 guaranteed. So if I only buy 5 cards in this shop, I'm still out. I can go 5 cards and try and get Akabeko, I guess. It's like all of those. Wait a second, I forgot that. Dang it. Just take those, fine. 2 normality in the deck. The deck is quite thick. The only problem is we only have 2 spaces for a final shop. Upgrade all cards, you can no longer heal. I mean, that's actually quite impactful. I'm doing it. That's also another relic for us as well, by the way. Okay. Carve Reality. Armaments, throw that smite. Reinforced body, I guess. Fine. Cloak and Dagger will start, then we'll swivel out the Carve Reality. Probably didn't need the Cloak and Dagger there, to be honest. Fusion defense. Let's smite first, see what we get. Predator, love it. Double play Predator, and then get out the single Equilibrium. We take a fair bit of damage here. Okay. Double dual cast next turn gets us a single dual cast next turn gets us a huge amount of energy. So basically, I'm just looking for damage. That'll do. Dual cast that. Play Genetic Algorithm, Crescendo, Clothesline, and Strike. The kill. Toxic Egg. Whenever you add skill card to your deck, upgrade it. As well as Whirlwind, 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 Whirlwind. It's Whirlwind, it's Whirlwind, it's always Whirlwind, it's Whirlwind. It has to be Whirlwind. There's no way it's not Whirlwind. Can I have Whirlwind in my opening hand, please? Third Eye discards everything that's not Whirlwind. Third Eye discards everything that's not Whirlwind. Dang it. I was very much hoping that, like, technically it did turn up in my opening hand or something like that. But no. Oh well. Come on then. Well, win me. Aggregate costs 3 energy and gives me 3 energy. Yes! Gains! Let's get the aggregate out of hand. Cleave. Love it. You know what? Love it a lot. Crescendo, cleave, thunderclap. Another thunderclap. Chill, innate. Is that going to be 0 cost? I'm going to try. If nothing else, it'll generate another card. Yeah, so over the course of my time playing this game, innate cards have gone back and forth between being affected by Snecko Eye and not being affected by Snecko Eye, and then sometimes the bottle ones were affected by Snecko Eye, and sometimes they weren't affected by Snecko Eye. I don't really know the state of it at the moment, which is why I wanted to test that there. So at least now I know. That's why we put Whirlwind in the deck, by the way. Because it's insane. Reserves Insect. Enemies in Elite Combats have 25% less HP, as well as a cut through 8 draws. Sure. Peace Pipe. You can now remove cards from your deck and rest sides. Neat. Never going to do it, but neat. Don't want to do it, but it is neat. But again, I hasten to mention. I'm not going to do it. Decent chunk of change in terms of damage there. Definitely flex. I kind of wish the Sword Boomerang cost a little more. For the sake of the double play here. Still almost enough to net that kill, though. Get him. Bottled Lightning upon pick up, choose a skill. Started combat with that in your opening hand. Gosh, I'd love to have Seek in my opening hand. Take a Dagger Throw, just get past curses. Aggregate's hilarious, just gives me a ridiculous amount of energy on the first turn. Because the deck's quite fuck. I mean, what do I even have in the deck? I'll upgrade a Whirlwind, sure. No need to rest there, it won't help. I might end up killing the Transient, it really depends. Let's try this. That. Third Eye through, no, yes. Don't need to play the dual cost there. Reality first. Get my Shivs second. Warcry Demon Form. Demon Form's way too late and slow to go in this build. Alright, and then I draw another Clumsy, so that's just more cards in my next hand. Great. Terror, okay, that's definitely part of it. Bad place for Whirlwind to show up, though. So I'm probably not going for the kill anymore. Go Genetic Algorithm and Rip and Tear. Still prevents all damage this turn. I get to increment the Genetic Algorithm. Alright, no kill. Oh well. We would have needed like a much earlier Crescendo. Crescendo was in the bottom 6 cards of our deck there somehow. Sneaky Strike. No, I'm just gonna go cleave. Sure. Love a good Panacea. Dark Shackles are both still good. I'll take Panacea also. Heal to full HP. Lose 18 max HP. No. Doesn't work. Mark of the Bloom. You tried, game. You tried to get me with that one. I'm gonna use a regen potion to heal. Oh no, it's not gonna work. You got me again, game. Let's chill just a little. I need the strike to double play, so. Beautiful. Hence using swivel on the wrong, quote-unquote, wrong target there. That's the start the regret. Nothing really impacting the order of our plays here, so. Sucker, then I guess I play Fusion. Wasn't actually planning on playing Fusion there, but I guess I'm playing Fusion. I'm gonna get more card draw out there. Effectively, just if we don't draw, if we don't have access to defense or offense on one turn, that's gonna be what kills us. Drop that. Like this. So this is now 200 damage to both of them. I'm gonna block perfectly, more than perfectly this turn. There we are. Good damage. Oh, even got a normality at the very end there just to cap it off. 1310 is our score. That's a light speed overkill beyond perfect. Only 2 champions, but we did get curses, stuffed, pauper, and encyclopedian. You'll always end up getting stuffed in this. You'll always end up getting curses in this, right? So it's basically just if you can also get beyond perfect. Overkill will usually come to you in this mode. Pauper is entirely just my choice. Encyclopedian is also my choice, despite the fact that I would recommend doing it in cursed dailies just so that you can dilute out the curses that you have in your deck. And then light speed, you know, that's obviously largely affected by the fact that I'm talking. But I'm still trying to keep up a decent pace so that I get the good light speed modifiers. Where do I sit? Oh! Team Hall! That's 5 right there for you. That seems pretty good. So, I feel pretty comfortable here saying, like, Lynn at the very top here either got membership card and the courier, which did appear. You just had to avoid certain shops in order to get it. Or cheated, because 400 above where I'm sitting, there's not 400 worth of modifiers you can pick up. So it effectively becomes collector's bonuses from getting the membership card and the courier. But even then, this is diverse. So you can spend all of your money, but how many collector's bonuses are you getting? You're drawing out of every card pool in the game. Effectively, what I'm saying here is get called out, Lynn. Like 100 or 200 above, like that's reasonable. 400 above is not, frankly. I don't know why people still cheat on those leaderboards. Like, why would you do it? Does it matter? Do you want people, like, because anyone that's playing the leaderboards constantly is going to be able to identify a cheated score. Sure, you made it kind of realistic, putting it within the realm of possible scores rather than like 9, ha ha ha, I'm a cheater. But still, like, what do you get out of that? I don't know why I'm not even venting because it doesn't concern me. I'm more just confused by it. But I don't know why I'm venting here because I know that y'all would never do anything like that. It's not the kinds of people who are engaged in, I think, this side of the community. I think it's people who just aren't engaged largely in Slay the Spire and just want their name on a thing. I mean, congratulations, you did it. I hope it was worth it. For the moment, I don't know what. I'm sorry to end on a sour note like that. I didn't mean to. It's just I've been thinking about it recently and thinking about, okay, so which scores were possible and which definitely were not. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves and hopefully we'll see you next time.